Hello everyone, this video is an introduction to logarithms, but first of all let's do a recap of exponential equations. I'll write down a simple exponential equation. So 2 to the power of x equals 4. Now, how do we solve this? I want to write down 4 as a power of 2. So first I'll just copy the left side. 2 to the power of x equals, and how can I write down 4 as a power of 2? Well, it's simply 2 squared. And now our bases are equal, so our exponents also need to be equal, and I can write down x equals 2, and that's easy enough. But let's see another equation. 2 to the power of x equals 5. How do I solve this? Well, first of all, x is obviously not an integer, and it's between 2 and it's less than 3. So, but it's not a nice number, and I'll tell you the result. It's x equals to 2.31928. And that's not the end, actually. The point is, it's not a nice integer, a nice round number. And we would like a simpler way to write down this x. And that's where logarithms come to play. So what are logarithms exactly? Well, the easiest way to learn is through a couple of examples. And now I'll show you a couple of easy ones. So I'll write down a logarithm of 8 in base 2 equals 3. So what does this mean? Okay, so this is the base here, so I'll write down 2 to some power needs to be equal to 8, this number, and that is obviously 3, and that's why the result is 3. Let's see another example. A logarithm of 9 in base 3 is equal to something. So let's see. 3 to some power is equal to 9. And what is this number here? Well, it's obviously just 2, so the result is 2. And a logarithm in base of 10 in base 10 is equal to something, so 10 to some power needs to be equal to 10, and that is just 1. So the answer is 1. Okay, so now let's try and see how a general logarithm looks. So a logarithm of some number a in base b equals just a number x. That means b to some power x equals a. So if and only if a logarithm of a in base b equals x, then b to some power x equals a. It's very important to note that if I know one of these statements is true, the other one is also true. Now let's go back to our original problem. 2 to the power of x equals 5. So how can I write down x as a logarithm? Well, let's see down here. A logarithm in base, the base will be 2, as you can see here. It's just this number. So in base 2 of 5 is equal to this exponent here, x. And now we can write down 5 as a power of 2, we just plug in this x over here, so 2 to the power of logarithm in base 2 of 5 equals 5. So now you can see we wrote down 5 as a power of 2 using logarithms. That's all for this video.